Alright, I am going to show you guys how to log into iReady, Social Studies Weekly, and STEM Scopes. And STEM Scopes is what we use from time to time for science. Luckily, it's a one-stop shop. You won't have to remember 3 different places to go or memorize 3 different passwords. You're going to go to the Clever and Student. I'm not going to even pretend I can say that name right now. And it should pop up this screen, and it's going to ask you to either log in with Active Directory or it's going to ask you to log in with Clever. I'm going to choose the login with Active Directory, and that's your email at live.ccisd.com along with your email password. Oh, it logged me out, so I actually get to type it in. All my stuff is auto-saved. And you can opt to stay signed in. So on this screen, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll notice we have iReady, Social Studies Weekly, McGraw-Hill, which is our Wonders. We probably won't use a whole lot of that. We've got BrainPop Junior, which we use from time to time for our lessons, and then we've got STEM Scopes, which is for science. I'm going to show us iReady. iReady is a tool the district has always utilized they would do diagnostics with it, be it BOY, MOY, EOY, and remember we're only required to do math as far as the diagnostics. They're not requiring us to do the reading, but we can if we want. I always use iReady as that's what I use for technology during stations for both reading and math. And I can show you how to print badges. It's super easy for them to log into it when the time comes. So on here, whenever you log into iReady, you'll notice a screen pops up. We've got diagnostic status. That tells you who still needs to take the test, the results of it. Instruction lets you know how many minutes on task the kids were. And then the diagnostic growth is, of course, whenever we take a second diagnostic, how much did they grow in between it. When they take that initial diagnostic, it'll put them on a lesson plan path. So based on how they score, it's going to generate something to help them work on their areas of weaknesses. And so every child has a different lesson path. They may not be working on the same lessons, which is really nice. And so again, we typically use this during technology time. There used to be a minute requirement, and it sounds like they're not going to do that. They're just going to they're going to have technology come on and have them work on it. And yeah, so this is iReady. So I'm going to get out of here. Social Studies Weekly. We haven't gotten the magazines yet, but a lot of time if we didn't have time to actually fill out the magazine, I would just project it on the board and we would do whole group. And as you'll notice, it kind of aligns with our social studies teaks, like the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas flag, colors of a flag, all of that. And so Social Studies Weekly is what we typically use during our social studies time. And then STEM Scopes. We'll have to go back on STEM Scopes. I didn't use that one as often, so I've got to make sure I've got the right username and password. So yeah, so that's how we get into iReady, Social Studies Weekly, and then we'll find out about this STEM Scopes.